firing around that first and now second turn. Looks like maybe Nate Thrasher out front, though. A KTM rider anyway. I'm just totally guessing.
That's a great guess. It is. Nate Thrasher is a great guess. And you've seen Thrasher in action before. You know he's a great starter. But right now, I
haven't seen him get a whole shot, though. This is good, man. He just wanted to lead one of these, see what he's got, match up with Matthew LeBlanc. LeBlanc could let him go, though. Doesn't have to beat him.
I believe that's LeBlanc on the far outside out there at the 41 machine. There he comes.
There's the 30 machine of Matthew LeBlanc. He's got a little bit of work to do. There's some guys pumped down there still on the podium. You can hear them hooting and hollering. That's the happiest place on earth. It's like Disney World. You end up down there, except you got to talk to Dumbo. He's one of the rides down there. Hey, it's best, Goofy, whatever you want to call it.
Bet you come up with.
The House of Horrors.
Exactly.
Hey, that's not nice.
Thrasher.
There he is.
Yep, Thrasher.
Livingston, Tennessee. He's got the number 41. Here he comes. That's going to be Nicholas Romano, right?
Yeah, that's Nick Romano. Like you said, the 30 machine just a couple spots back, Matt LeBlanc. So this one's going to heat up quick. This one's not going to take long to get up to speed by any means.
Is it too early to already talk about what might have been for Thrasher and Romano, who were third and fourth on the last lap of the first moto? Tangled with the lapper, they both go down. That's the difference. Right now, Thrasher could be sitting on 4-1 moto scores. Instead, he has a 9-1. The only good news is Michael Hicks just won that college title with a 9-1-1 instead of moto scores. So it's possible LeBlanc is in fourth. They're going to need LeBlanc here on the number 30. Have some problems.
And LeBlanc has been solid, as has Romano. Thrasher been pretty solid. Chance Hymas, man, what could have been for him as well.
Yeah.
He started off with a bang. The Chance would like to finish this thing off a little bit better. All the boys are up there. Hymas just outside the top 10. But up front, Tim Spear, LeBlanc, Amerine, Romano, and Thrasher. Amerine has gotten steadily quicker throughout the week as well. He has been inside the top 5 pretty much every time we threw the checker flag out.
Kevin, you were talking about those sub 2-minute lap times these days, where 2-minute was the benchmark several years back. And once we've eclipsed that, now we're seeing 153s, 154s early in the morning. On lap number 2, we're going to get an idea of how quick these guys are running. But as you mentioned, 10 laps used to be the long race. 9 laps kind of average when you're B and your open races. But right now we're seeing 11, and I believe there was a 12-lap race yesterday as well.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
To run 12 laps, you have to stay at the 150 mark there, just about. Just lock it in all the way to the end. There is the number 30. That is Matthew LeBlanc with 1-2 and currently a 4th place ride. He would be your champion if we freeze the field, but we know this thing is far, far from over. So we'll pick up with Nate Thrasher, who's trying to open this thing up a 2.1 second on that first lap. And it looks like he may have opened it up just a bit there as we work their way around the sweeper. Now it's pretty close. There's Thrasher dropping in on the Orange Brigade ride. Nate, one of the younger kids. He's like a freshman trying to play a little varsity ball here. Made the team. Coach likes what he brings to the table. Flashes of brilliance.
Man, I got to tell you, Romano rode that front wheel all the way down into the Bermuda Triangle. That thing kicked up on the nose.
Could have went sideways.
Oh, absolutely.
Kate Amerine up to 3rd, man. Good ride. Look at that. They're going to dip. They have dipped down in the 148s before.
Yeah,
150s for your leader.
Not 153, not 152, not 150. 150 for both of these guys.
Yeah, that is a furious pace right now. They are laying it down. Thrasher just trying to run away from Nicholas Romano. Romano just not going to let him do it just yet.
What you're not going to see is you're not going to see these two slow each other down. They're not going to get that close to where they're going to tangle. What they're going to do is they're going to push each other. They're going to drop that down, like you said, into that 148, 149. I believe that's going to happen over the next couple laps, Kevin Kelly.
Amerine strong in 3rd. In fact, he is closed on Nicholas Romano, one of his better rides as they go through the 10 Commandments. You can see them coming out. Everybody kind of spread out just a bit. Amerine does not want to lose touch with Romano. Of course, now with social media, it's a lot easier to stay in touch with your buddies. Ride close to him on the track, hang out with him in the pits, hit him up on Instagram.
Remember back in the day, reach out and touch someone?
I do remember that.
You know, today.
Don't do that. That's social distancing.
Yeah.
Reach out and touch
today,
anyone.
just reach out and look at them on your phone.
Reach out and,
reach out and see someone.
Send a photo to them. Facebook Live them. There's the 41 around that Rocky Mountain ATV beach. Yamaha looking strong. The 41, Nicholas Romano, could stay right about there. Still top 5 for him. That 12th place, like Jason says, both he and Nate Thrasher, your leader, got into a little tangle there late in a moto last lap, and that's ultimately what cost
both of them. Yeah, there were 2 losers in that one.
Just check this out. Nate Thrasher right now winner with a 9 and a 1-1. Call the law. You got robbed, man, on that last lap. 9-1-1. Potential moto scores for this young man, the 48 out of Tennessee. His dad picks up houses and moves them. That is man's work. Like, there's anything more.
Without a trailer.
Just his hands.
Picks him up and moves
him. He's got Nate on one end.
Yeah.
All right, he looks over the side there. Nate, you good? And they just kind of walk down the road. They got a pilot car walking in front of them.
One guy moving electric lines, and that's it, dude. These guys go down Main Street, small town USA.
So if you think Nate Thrasher's got some strong hands and he's going to pump up or anything, I don't think he's going to do that. There's the 41. We continue to watch him, Nicholas Romano. Romano with those 12-3-2 scores. So a lot of guys have danced up towards the front of the field and then have one bad moto. Nate Thrasher.
Thrasher on lap 2, a 150.3. But how about on lap 3? Let's just go ahead and throw down a 150.8.
Stay in the 150.
Just for the heck of it, just to see, you know.
That is consistent right there. I think he's down at Baker's factory now. He used to be at MTF.
Okay.
I believe I heard him say that. Keeping up with these guys in the facilities and where they move to. Kind of tough to keep up with. A lot of places down in Florida now.
Yeah, that Florida, Georgia area down there. You know, you as a young rider, sometimes you look for a good fit. You look for the personnel you get along with. Sometimes you don't like the program, don't believe the program works for you. But I can tell you, any one of those programs will work. No, they've got qualified personnel and staff and champions coming out of every one of those facilities.
Sure, absolutely. There he is, the 48, the local kid, Tennessee kid. Volunteered to lead this. It's Nate Thrasher, the 150.8. He's hit 153 laps in a row. Right in front of us here, the big sweeper. He touches down, feet on the pegs, just G around this right-hander. Never sat down. That is absolutely scooting.
That looked like Jeffrey Herling's. Is exactly who that looked like, and actually rode one of those tough blocks, rode one of those hay bales. I see knobby marks on it.
Never chopped the throttle.
No.
Lap 4, let's see, a 151.1. Romano now, a 152.0. And remember, Amerine right there, 151.3. Wow. So he's close, 2.3 seconds. This is absolutely Caden Amerine's best ride, I believe, on that EBR KTM. They put together a great package, both motor and suspension for Cade. Let's see if he can make it work, man.
Kevin, what a week we've had down here. We've been blessed with the weather. A little bit of rain just before the week started, helping the crew out. But the rest of the week, man, mid-80s and mild humidity. Man, today as hot as it gets. But
for the week, probably one of the best 6 days we've had up here.
On average,
no rain.
You better believe it.
Great weather. How about it? Chance Hymas was 11th. He is now up to a top 5 position at 152.9 and a sea of 155s and 4s. So Chance Hymas climbing back into this thing. Hymas now with that, check it out, a 2.55 score. He's now up to 3rd place overall. He is digging. Wow. Who would have thought with that?
See, we can get our race clock updated here. We're showing 17:07. Whoa, big mistake right there.
Hymas there on the 86 Kawasaki. That's who we were talking about. Great minds think alike. The Team Green Kawasaki rider, teammate to Jet Reynolds. They squared off a few times. Super Chunk is no longer, man.
How about it?
Not him, not him anymore. Tripling out. Track not too terribly rough this early in the morning. In fact, it's probably about as good as it's going to get. The line spot on. Here's your top 10 brought to you by the MMI. Carter Beast in the number 10 spot. B-Ray in the number 9 spot. Your 8th place rider is Brad West. Tommy Rios 7th. Wyatt Lieback 6th. Here comes your top 5. It's Hymas, LeBlanc, Amerine, Romano, and Thrasher. Whole shot, could he hold on and lead this thing all the way out as he comes right past us here in the announcer's tower. Let's see how far he's opened it up. It was 3.1. Looks like it might be 4.
And look at this. Almost 11 minutes, 5 laps in, 6 seconds in. All the mass coming. We're going to go 10 laps. That's going to happen.
That was almost 149 for Nate Thrasher. His best lap was a 150.077 to Nicholas Romano's 153. He is going. He's not going to let him touch base with him anymore.
And that comes at lap 5. That's not 2 laps. That's not the 3rd lap.
That to me is, I've been sorting out lines and I've got this thing absolutely cleaned up and figured out.
That's what that means.
He's not tired. These guys, like you said, they go 30 minutes plus 2 all day long.
Yeah, and you know that's the standard anymore. When you pull the stopwatch out, that's the goal, 30 minutes. And each of these kids travel, like you said, to the training facilities. None of the training facilities in cool spots. They're all used to the humidity, all used to the heat, all used to this type of soil.
Yeah, there's not one in New Hampshire that I know of. Like, tops out about 78.
Yeah, I don't remember the FTS Fargo Training Facility, you know. Yeah.
You get about a month of training a year there when the snow finally clears. Let's go, guys. Get to racing. Overhead shot as they head out into Storyland. I believe that may be a Kawasaki rider, Chance Hymas, on the 86, and he looks to be rolling up on the number 30 of Matthew LeBlanc. Still got some points to give. LeBlanc can get passed by a couple of riders. Even this rider behind him, the 86, there he is on that green Kawasaki. Hymas could make the pass on the number 30 right there. And you see in the front of your screen, wouldn't change the championship. LeBlanc doing good early in the day, and you kind of just mail it in that last moto, or at least set yourself up.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like you say, mail it in, and that's exactly what's happened. But LeBlanc has to be very, very careful. Like you said, only a couple points. He's sitting back here in that 4th position. That means there's a couple places ahead of him. Wouldn't hurt to wouldn't hurt to pad that thing just a little bit. But running out of time right now, and everybody on the basically same time ahead of you, makes it very hard no matter how much time's left.
8 minutes to go. Here comes Hymas around the outside. He is working on Matthew LeBlanc. And I'll tell you what, if you're Nate Thrasher, to me, he's letting Tyler Keefe and all the boys at TLD know, check these lap times out, boys. I can go deep into a moto. He wants to get that deal signed up, ready to go. Let's take it on into 2 years pro. Put a stamp on it. I'm only 14 or whatever. It's all good.
That's right.
We'll be riding some B and A coming up. Probably going to go to A, man. Good race there.
Big move right here.
Couldn't stick it, though. For the moment, Hymas side by side with LeBlanc. You don't want to tangle with a guy. You don't want him to go down. If you are LeBlanc, let him go.
I was curious right there. I thought he did throttle up, but right when I thought he was going to let him go, man, shoves him off the end. He'll puts a little distance between him. And right now, LeBlanc counting all the points. He thinks that's important enough to fight for. I don't think so by any means. Yeah,
don't play with that one.
Exactly.
As they get ready to head off into Storyland, Nate Thrasher's already cleared that section. He's coming back towards us, and LeBlanc just says, yeah, I'm going to get away from that.
Yeah, look at that entrance into Storyland, Kevin. Look at those.
Slot car track.
Like, yeah,
go with it.
AFX.
Yeah.
That's Tyco all day back there.
Love those things. All right. Yellow flags are out, but it's not Nate Thrasher. He pops into view over the step up. Going to hit this single to whatever you want to call it. Just jettison out into orbit there on that low lunar orbit here. There's the 46 standing up, sweeping around right Polysport Beach, bouncing his way into the inside, chooses that deep inside rut, comes below sea level. He's a submariner, pops back out at sea level right in front of us.
For as much as that bike's moving, like you said, standing up on the pegs, the helmet is so steady on Thrasher. Just works that thing with the lower body and lets that bike move, but the helmet never moves. Just rock solid laps right now by the Thrasher.
Hymas is going back after Matthew LeBlanc, a carbon copy of last lap. LeBlanc on the inside, Hymas going to make a run around the outside. And they'll put him nice and close here as they work their way towards the Tunnel of Love and the billboards. The best race on the track. He's on the inside. He overjumps it, lands, and he will grab that number 4 spot. Last rider now in the way of Hymas. No dice. They'll cruise right by him. And LeBlanc is going to let him go.
Yeah, I thought he was going to tuck out. I thought he was coming at him. Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
You know that's in his mentality.
Yeah, I think that's title number 2, right?
Yes. Yep, you know that's in his mentality. That's just hard for him to let somebody go.
Sure. But what about the parity in this B class? So Matthew LeBlanc's going to win a couple of titles, but the amount of different guys that have won, 3 different motos, 3 different winners in this one. You had LeBlanc win 1, Thrasher won 1. Well, he'll win 2.
He'll win 2, like. Yeah.
And then you've had Jet Reynolds win some motos in the other classes. It's been a lot of fun watching these kids. We were talking to some other guys about the amount of guys that are going to graduate next year out of the pro class. It's going to be another big wave like we had last year of impact players that are going to jump in there and potentially make a statement.
Right away.
We're backlogged with star guys, KTM dudes. They're going to kick the door in. We're going to have to do some trials. We're going to have to have everybody submitted it. You're going to have to apply for your job again next year at all the OEMs.
You know it.
There he is around the big right-hand sweeper one more time. It's Nate Thrasher. Lap number 7 is done. This will be lap number 8. Nate is making a statement here. Those are some bad B dudes right there, and he is absolutely crushing it. Best ride for him. He got it put together. He got a great start. No problems throughout this whole moto. Nate Thrasher handling business.
Yeah, and I like when Nate rides like this, when he's relaxed. take a look. Still a 153 to 155s. Amerine turned 153. That's cool too.
Check it out. He's 1.4 seconds behind Romano. I thought that was the battle to watch. I believe that's them. They cleared the mechanics area. Nope, that's not them. There they are, right past the mechanics area. Romano holding on for dear life. Caden got the red gear, the orange KTM, the EVR ride of Caden Amerine is all over Nicholas Romano.
Yeah, he's right there on him right now.
There he is. That's the 41 Yamaha ride of Nicholas Romano out of New York, and there is Caden Amerine.
Wow.
Absolutely Caden's best ride here against the tip of the spear, the top tier here in this B class, and Amerine is trying to make a statement. He's side by side on the inside. He's going to triple. They're going to race to the inside. Who's going to have the line? He's going to have to shut down. And Romano feeling the pressure.
Oh.
He makes nope, did not make the pass. Like Amerine missed a gear or something.
I'm going to say he found a false neutral.
That's exactly
right there.
Right. He just dipped out. Thankfully, those are 6-speed overhead transmission. Yes, overhead transmission.
Overhead.
Overhead cam. We're just going to mix all kind of technology.
Oh, goodness. That is an Allison overhead 6-speed transmission.
With the recluse clutch.
All right, through the beach we go. It is that 41 machine Romano, but as you said, Amerine, man, all over him. That 32 machine, trying to find a weakness.
So a pair of Yamahas. I had him on a KTM. I don't know why I thought that was orange. It's been a long week. The gears orange are pretty much. EVR does a great job with their bikes. If you ever get over their tent and check out their setup, stuff looks good every year. They kind of flip it up, change it up.
Now, Kevin, here we go. We're going to have lappers coming into play the rest of the way in here. And, holy cow.
Pair of Yamaha, different teams, but on the same brand. Amerine could care less. Up and over the tunnel of love, Amerine wants to get around.
Man, that was so close
Nicholas
right
Romano.
there.
That'd be a great finish for Caden Amerine. There's the 41. The 32 is Amerine. 14 seconds Nate Thrasher has on Nicholas Romano and the rest of the field. He has absolutely yarded the field.
2-lap board is out right now, Kevin. So next time around for Thrasher, he's going to pick up that white flag. And look at this. 15 seconds, 14.9. Just consistently using that half a second or 1
second. Out on the inside, Amerine sizing him up. He's going to double. He'll triple out. Triple again. Roll that last one. He has made the pass. Amerine snuck underneath Romano. And heck of a ride here late in the moto. He dug deep for that one.
No neutral that time around. The exact same spot. He tried it last lap. Just got a little overzealous. Couldn't make it work. And right now, Romano not done with this. Still going to ride those wide lines, try to keep that momentum up. But Amerine, he's got the momentum right now. He's got the mojo in his corner.
Yeah, he's been coming. He called him and sat back about 2 laps before he was able to pull the trigger on the pass, and he does it. Let's check in with our top 10 brought to you by the MMI. Noah Wilbrandt in the number 10 spot. Carter Beast 9th. Brad West 8th. Tommy Rios 7th. Wyatt Lieback 6th. Here's your top 5. It's LeBlanc. Flips back to 5th. Hymas is 4th. Amerine is 3rd. Romano and Thrasher. Hymas really still continues to charge. He's into the number 4 spot. He rode a second quicker lap time. Did Amerine. Then did Amerine. But I don't know that he's got enough time. Not in the picture there. Amerine looks that rider off like, watch out, dude. There's Thrasher heading over to the mechanics area.
One last time. Yep. Going to be an 11-lap race.
That is impressive there for Nate Thrasher. Nathaniel Thrasher sweeping around those lap riders one final time.
Man, need to be careful there now. Whoa.
He flat out pulled his finger off. I don't know. I think he was pointing his finger like, get out of the way. That dude's not puffed on that.
Yeah, not at all.
That was the 51. Nate Thrasher, feisty. Be careful here. These are grown men you're dealing with here, Nate.
You better believe that.
It's not 9th grade.
Yeah.
Remember, you're
not Superman.
You're a freshman playing up here. He's a grown man. That was interesting. He took his hand off the bars and said, get out of the way. Pointed that to
yes,
the rapper.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you'll have to ask him about that.
Please do, yeah.
Check the replay out here. We're going to see what Nate Thrasher was trying to articulate.
I want to see exactly what finger we used.
I'm sure it was just a pointy finger. Just, come on, man.
I believe so.
So the guy's, he's just racing. Doesn't know what's up. Nate has to check up here a little bit. He's going to look over right about here. What are you doing, man? Come on.
Give him the old what's up.
I would have crashed doing that. Not going to lie.
You and I have just mastered tear-offs recently.
Yes,
so,
absolutely. So we're checking back in. Yeah, that's about all I want to take my hands off for.
Yeah, death grip for me for 13 minutes.
Not
okay,
into
death
it.
grip.
One more time around the sweeper. The feisty volunteer, Nate Thrasher, the number 48. Got the whole shot out of Livingston, Tennessee. Homeboy right here. Going to look over to the crowd. The crowd is pumped. They are waving for him. He's going to go 9-1-1. What could have been for Nate Thrasher? That's what they expected to see there when Tyler and the boys and Jeremy hired this young man. Great call. Solid. He's going to take the win. Caden Amerine, great ride out of Great Bend, Kansas. He finishes second, and Romano rounds out your podium. But the championship is LeBlanc, Thrasher, and Hymas. That's how they sort it out as we get ready to toss it down to Jason Wygant, who's going to take it home for us on the podium.
Got a lot of traffic down here on the podium because Nate Thrasher wins the moto, but the championship is actually going to come from the 5th place finisher. So they're going to pull the bib off, put the fresh jersey on. For our moto winner, it is one of those classic tales of what might happen. First moto, last lap, big tangle up with lap riders and Nick Romano, and next thing you know, he's in 9th. He comes back to score back-to-back moto wins, but he's going to come up just short of the title. On the Troy Lee Designs Red Bull KTM, let's hear it for the moto winner, Nate Thrasher. Well, obviously, Nate, you want to win the title, but with the moto wins, are you still leaving with some satisfaction? Oh, hang on, flip the switch on that thing. There you go.
Yeah, it's not what we wanted, but we come here with 2 moto wins. I can't ask for more than that. One bad moto cost it, but I think we showed that we can win. So it's we just put it all out there, and what happened happens. We can't control that, so just went down with a lapper in the first moto. So it sucks, but it's racing.
You got one to go here, right? What's gonna go down there?
Yeah, we got one more to go. We just got to do what we did right there. We got to go out there and take care of business and hit our marks and just get the win. That's what we came here to do, so we just got to keep doing that.
All right, who do you want to thank, Ben?
Yeah, I got to thank everybody over at KTM TLD, my mom, my dad, the man up above for everything he does for me, my mechanic, Matt, everybody, Renthal, Troy Designs, Akrapovic, Motor X, Alpine Star, Oakley Goggles, and Dunlop, Pro Torque, PPG, Red Bull, just everybody, thank you.
Grab that Stasic hole shot, check 2. He's your hole shot winner, your moto winner. Let's hear it for him, Nathaniel Thrasher. Great job, Nate, thank you, but we are going to need to clear that 48 KTM from the podium. We will bring the LeBlanc machine up. I'm looking for our 2nd place finisher in the moto. Caden, come on. This is a very, very stacked 250B class, arguably the toughest of the week in any division. And Amerine showing again that he can run with the best in the business with a solid performance with the silver medal. Let's hear it, Caden Amerine. Well, once again, you measure right up with some of the biggest names. Are you proud of that? I'm straight ahead here. Are you proud of that? How'd that moto go?
Yeah, that was probably my best moto of the week, and finally got a decent start and was able to start up with those guys. And man, this class is fast, and if you don't get a good start, it's tough to get up with the front guys because they're gone already.
Who do you want to thank for a good run?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, my girlfriend, my mechanic, the whole EBR performance team, Answer, Arai, 100%, Garnet, Pro Taper, Dunlop Tires, and that's it.
All right, let's hear it for Caden Amerine, second place. And now we get our third place finisher, and we can also bring the championship bike up to the stage, and we'll get ready to crown our 250B champ. So we got a pair of Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha riders to talk to here. Let's first get Nick Romano to the stage. All right, so third in the Moto, and another guy who was a huge factor in this championship, but like Thrasher, it was that first Moto last lap that really made it difficult. But he rebounds for a solid bronze in this one. Let's hear it for Nick Romano. How'd that Moto go there, Nick?
It was an all right moto. I got off to a good jump, and then I had something happened in my front of the bike. A whole shot device popped up. I got all squirrely, but I still came out like second or third, and then rode good the first probably half of the moto. Was on Nate, and then I got pretty bad arm pumps. So nothing to complain about. It was a good moto. Happy to be on the box. So yeah.
All right, who do you want to thank for a good week?
Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha, Bell helmets, 100% goggles, store gear, Mobius knee braces, Alpine Star, Dunlop, FMF, Decor, Swanee, Will, Coker, my mechanic Georgie, Drew, and everyone else forgot. Thank you.
Nick Romano, everybody. Third place in the final 250B Moto. And now we will bring another Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha rider and machine to the stage. Let's bring up the number 30. He did what he had to do. Great performances in the first two motos, a solid run for fifth in this moto. Wrap up another title. Wow, almost lost that trophy, but we're good. We'll put the 30, and the Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha team has conquered another one. And again, what might be the toughest class of the week, your national champion in 250B is Matthew LeBlanc. All right, Matthew, what was the strategy going into this last one?
The strategy was to go out there, get the whole shot and win. Didn't get the best start, worked through the pack really quick. Got arm pump like third lap, started thinking about it, started making mistakes. Just really had to reset and just started thinking about myself. Definitely not the finish that we wanted. Still came out with the championship though.
All right, and to do it in the B classes, that's got to be extra good because you know there was a lot of fast guys out here.
Yeah, I came into the race saying I was going to win, but there's a lot of heavy hitters in this class. Got like 5 or 6 dudes that can run the exact same lap times the first half of the moto. It's just who can do it at the end. And first two motos, I did what I needed to do, and then just set me up for the last moto and got it done. Yeah.
What do you think is next for you now after these championships?
Move up to A-Class, do that, and then probably do A-Class next year here, and then go pro after that.
All right, who do you want to thank?
Lord Jesus Christ, keep me safe. My mom, my dad, the whole Star Racing Yamaha crew, Monster Energy, Thor, Alpine Stars, Bell, Dunlop, FMF, my trainer Garrett Swanepoel, Sean Humphreys, On Track School, and just everyone. Thank you.
I'm going to welcome Mr. Tad DeWalt from the American Motorcyclist Association. He has the 250B #1 plate. He will hand it to Matt LeBlanc, and we will crown him our champion. Let's hear it for him, Matt LeBlanc.